friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today we just did a little Shop My Stash. I just did this very light, dewy, easy, quick face makeup and then these bright neon liner-ish eyes. Don't really know what I'm going to call this look yet, but I really like it. It was very simple, very just kind of effortless aside from the bright liner. Obviously that's not really so much effortless, but effortless with a twist. I hope you like this video. I had fun just chatting with you guys. I really like filming these. You guys seem to really enjoy them. I changed back here a little bit. I was getting bored, so I changed things up. Morgan painted me that Pennywise painting for my birthday recently. That was a gift from my best friend Mackenzie for my wedding, and yeah, I just wanted to showcase certain palettes in a certain way. This is kind of my spooky shelf. This is just kind of like some of my favorites, things like that. So I guess let me know what you think, but I like it, so I'll probably keep it regardless. Anyways, without further ado, let's just hop into this video, shall we? Hiya, howdy, how's it going? My vibe today is I want just very light. I don't want to say like no makeup, but I just want very light, glowy, not a lot of products face makeup. It's kind of what I'm thinking, and then I want very bold neon eyes. So that's what we're gonna do. I did already prime. I like to prime before I put in my brow gel just because I like it to really sink in. I went with my Becca First Light priming filter. A little bit of a throwback, but used to be one of my favorites, and it's very glowy, very cute, so that's what we're gonna roll with today. I wasn't going to use foundation at all, but when I ordered a couple things for my birthday, I was able to get like my birthday gift from Sephora, and I got a couple samples as well, and one of the samples was this Kosas tinted face oil. This is in the shade 03, Fair with Cool Undertones. I don't know how this is gonna look, but considering it's not like heavy coverage, I'm sure it'll be fine. But I was gonna skip foundation, but I figured we can use this little face oil today. I always hate using these little sample packets because they are the messiest things ever. Okay, let's just go right on in and just start applying that, but otherwise I would be skipping this step and I'd be going straight in with concealer. We're just doing some experimentation today. How are you guys doing? Today is Sunday the 12th. I'm off. Zane and I are probably gonna do some streaming after I get my act together. And then later today we're going with Morgan and potentially my mother, if she can get off work, to just look at the neighborhood we're moving into. My mom doesn't really need to see it, but I invited her more so Morgan can kind of see it, get a vibe of the neighborhood, the idea of what the houses are going to look like. We're going to look at one of the floor plans that's like very similar to the floor plan we're getting, and it's like going along. It's not our specific house, but she's going to let us look at that so Morgan can kind of see the layout and just kind of help her form her opinion on if she wants to continue living with us or not. As of right now, she says she wants to, but she's totally allowed to back out, so I want her to see it and kind of form an opinion. This is actually quite lovely. I really like that. It didn't do like a ton, but it added just enough to kind of even things out. I'm going to keep this guy in mind. That's nice. Now I'm going to go in with that Milk Makeup Flex Concealer. I'm still trying to go through this. We are almost finished with it, guys. It's getting close to the end. Just gonna pop a teensy little bit. Again, I don't want a ton of makeup on my face today. Zane and I are having fun streaming. Thanks to any of you guys who have checked it out. We aren't getting like a ton of views, which I don't, like, that's not surprising. Like, I'm not a streamer. Zane's very new to it as well. But thanks if any of you have stopped by and followed. You guys should totally follow it. We really want to make it a regular thing, like probably every day off ever. We want to stream. If I get off early enough during the week, I want to be able to stream with him. It's just fun. We finished through Super Mario Sunshine, of course, because it's not a long game, especially if you know what you're doing. We got through it pretty quick. And now we're working on Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. We did the first little teensy bit of it the other night, and now we're gonna finish chapter 1, maybe chapter 2, depending on how much time we have to play after I finish filming and before we need to leave later. But I'm really excited. The new Paper Mario comes out really soon, and we want to get that, so maybe we'll stream that as well, but I'd like to finish this Paper Mario first before we jump into a new one. Okay, so skipping cream bronzer. I know it's been really weird that I've been skipping cream bronzer. I just haven't felt like doing that step. Do you ever have that in your makeup routine where you just like don't feel like doing a certain thing? That's the certain thing I don't feel like doing right now. We are gonna do just a teensy bit of cream blush. Again, I'm not gonna go wild with it, but I do want a little bit. This is from Colourpop. It's one of the blush sticks. It's called Splash. One of my favorites, especially for summertime. Just going to lightly start dabbing this around kind of like the outer portion of my face, like my temple region, just to add a little bit of a pinky sun-kissed looking glow. Oh, it's so pretty. Just gonna dab just the leftover little bit across the bridge of my nose, because, I mean, you guys know I can't avoid a cream blush for long. It's my favorite on my face, on my nose, on my everywhere. We're gonna skip cream highlight for now because I'm gonna use something that I got as a birthday gift in just a second, but I actually wanna do that like last in my face routine. So we're gonna go ahead and set the face. One of my like Sephora birthday gift was like an Hourglass thing. It was the Veil primer and the Veil powder. So we're just gonna use the powder just so I can get use out of it. But whatever setting powder you want will work fine. I'm just gonna focus it in my T-zone area because I want to stay pretty light and glowy today. Nothing too horribly exciting with this step. I used this powder once so far and it's fine. I do like my Milk Makeup one a bit more, but this one isn't bad. It does the job, but it's also not my #1 favorite. Ooh, I grabbed a lot just then. Whoopsie. And it has kind of a smell to it. I don't know how to describe it, but I don't love the smell. Moving on to bronzer, and just a teensy little bit of bronzer, not like a ton at all. I'm still gonna use that Colourpop In It to Win It bronzer that I've been using for a little while, and I'm literally just gonna tap in like once. super soft, and I'm just gonna very lightly just kind of add a little bit of bronze to the outside of my face. Not a lot. I want it to look barely there. What are you guys up to? I hope your week goes well. I think this video is getting uploaded day after tomorrow, so like Tuesday? Something like that, maybe? Maybe Wednesday? I don't remember. But I hope your week is going well. We have no big plans, of course, because we just don't have plans right now. Just work, stuff like that. Tapped in just one more time just to lightly dust along my nose because I do like having a little bit of bronzer around the nose. I feel like it looks cute. And just taking that leftover to go underneath the chin. And now just for a tiny bit of blush, this was actually a gift as well. This was a subscriber gift. She eventually convinced me. I said no at first because I feel bad. Like, you guys don't have to give me gifts. But oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. It's the Natasha Denona Bloom Blush. Looks like this. I've wanted this ever since it launched. It's so pretty. I didn't need it, so I didn't feel compelled to buy it. But she just happened to have an extra and wanted to give it to me, and just thank you so much. You know who you are. Again, I'm just going to tap in once, partially because this is pretty pigmented, but again, also just because I don't want like a ton of face makeup. I want it to be much more soft and subdued. I still want to look like I'm wearing blush, but like in a softer way. And again, just kind of focusing it on the upper portion of my cheek, in my temple zone, things like that. Oh, and this blush is just so pretty. Look at that glow that it leaves behind. Oh, I love it. I really think I'm gonna buy that Raw Beauty Kristi Pure collab. It launches in 30 minutes actually, so I'll probably still be filming when it launches, so I'll let you know if I snag it or not by the end of this video. I'm really excited for her. I wasn't really interested at first until I watched her reveal video and I realized it was double-sided. Somehow I didn't realize that at first. I thought it was just two separate palettes, and them separately, like, it didn't really do much for me because it was like, it's a neutral palette, it's a colorful palette. But then when I realized they're together, I'm like, okay, that's really innovative and really cool. And the swatches look so pretty. So many beautiful mustards in that neutral side. I really like the unique tones of the rainbow colors on the colorful side. Makes me really happy. So I'm likely gonna try it. Again, just tapping in once more just to add a little bit of blushiness to the nose because I literally can't resist. You cannot stop me. Don't even try. Raw Beauty Kristi's just having like the best year ever. Like, everything else is falling apart, but I'm happy that she's just having the best year, hitting 1 million subscribers, finally getting pregnant after all these years, and now her collab, like, she must be just like on cloud 9. All right, freckles. I'm still gonna use the 2 Freckle products I've been using because I'm trying to just get use out of this Lottie London one, but since it's so low, I feel like it's hard for me to use it by itself, so I've been pairing it with my Lime Crime Freckle Pen in Amber. I will have all the makeup details in the description box just in case I forget to say something. I also made an FAQ in my description box. I'm dropping stuff, so if you feel like checking that out, that'd be cool because they're questions I get asked all the time. So if you're curious about something, it might be down there. I'm gonna cover this healing breakout with a freckle. I want them focused mostly here in the center of my face, but I did like add a few sporadic ones on the perimeter just because I like the look of that. And now I'm just gonna take that freckle tint. I'm going to just try to get some of that product out onto the brush because it is so low. And I just wanna add a few really definitive little dots, just kind of around the bridge of the nose. Let those sit for just a second, and then I'll take my beauty sponge and just kind of lightly tap over them. And that is where I'm gonna leave that. I'm pretty satisfied. And now the next thing I'm gonna use was actually a subscriber gift as well, technically. She sent me a gift card to Sephora in my email. Thank you so much. You know who you are. Guys, you do not have to send me presents. I'm so genuinely like the most appreciative ever when you do, but do not ever feel pressured, please. But I ended up snagging 2 things from Tower 28. I got that Magic Jelly Lip Gloss, which I might wear today. I haven't decided. We'll see how I feel at the end. And I also got the Tower 28 Super Dew. It's in the shade No Shade. It's kind of like Vaseline, honestly, but it's really cool. I've used it once so far, and I want to use it again. I'm just going to use my finger and just kind of lightly press it onto the tops of the cheekbones. This just gives you a light glossy kind of look without it looking like shimmer. It just makes you look wet. When I used this the other day, I used it as like a cream highlight, which it is. It's like sticky, and then I like applied powders and stuff over it. That did not work very well. I had a lot of fixing to do. So this is gonna be one of those things I'm just gonna lightly tap on the top after I'm done. It's gonna stay feeling like emollient on my face. It's not gonna dry down. But I can live with that, especially for something like this where it's very like minimal soft makeup, but it just makes you look so sweaty and delicious. Oof, look at that, it's so pretty. I like it a lot. It's not like my #1 like most favorite highlight I've ever used. I definitely like things that are like very shimmery, and I like being able to top shimmer on top of it, but with this kind of product you just kind of have to leave it as is, and for what it's doing, like just adding that just straight up dew look, I love it. It's really pretty. And this is where I'm going to leave the face. We're just going to set it and forget it. This is my Pretty Fresh setting mist, of course, just trying to use this up, and we'll move on. I went ahead and changed my camera battery because it was starting to get low, so if things look a little different, that's why. Let's move on to the eyes. I want to use my Kaleidos VR Neon Palette. I want to just play with kind of like this on the lid and blend it into this and maybe into that. Very simple, not a ton of eyeshadows. The main focus of the eye look is going to be the pop-in liner, and we will get there. I'm going to use the KVD Vegan Beauty Shake Primer again. I'm still forming my thoughts on this. I think I like it enough, but I also don't like love it, and I definitely like my Smashbox one more still. But just going to do a little drop and apply this to my lids. 1 drop is supposed to cover both eyes, and then you want to let it dry down before you go in with shadow. It seems fine. I feel like it doesn't work great with every eyeshadow formula I've used it on, but it's also not like horrible. I don't know. I'm still like very undecided. It's a very weird product. I'm also going to do something a little different with this look, and I'm not going to put anything on the lower lash line. I want that to stay very just blank and bright and just open. that's what I'm feeling today. So I'm going to go ahead and take Game Over this like very neon reddish orange tone. I'm going to take this shader brush. It's the Luxie 213. And I'm just going to pack this on the lid. And I will use other shadows to blend it out here in a second. I'm already getting shadow on my lower lash line. I'll have to clean that up in a second. What's new with you guys? Have you like seen any new shows or anything? I still need to watch Hamilton now that it's on Disney Plus. I haven't watched it yet. I hear pretty much nothing but good things. If you have a reason I shouldn't watch it, let me know, I guess. Now that that is packed on the lid, I'm gonna take the orange called Boss, and I'm just gonna take like a medium blending brush. Not a ton of shadow. I mostly just I'm just trying to blend out the edges. I'm not trying to do anything too crazy. Again, the main focus of this eye look will be the beautiful liner. I do want a little bit of a winged out shape with this look. I want just a little bit of that long effect. Elongated, not just long. I'm getting my words mixed up. I'm getting distracted, especially since I am doing a winged liner. I want an eyeshadow shape to kind of complement that. I'm now going to take the yellow here called Level Up. I'm just going to take this fluffy brush from Colourpop. It's the E2, one of my favorite blending brushes ever. And I'm just going to go to town on this outer edge. I guess I'm getting a little bit of issue right here where that Vaseline type product is on my cheekbone, so maybe do that dead last. Completely after everything else, just so you're aware. That's okay. I'm just gonna stamp my sponge and everything seems to be working out okay. I'm getting some separation with these shadows on the lid. See, I feel like this primer just doesn't work well with everything because I do not have issues with this palette typically. I'm just gonna work on getting that blended enough, and then I'll go in with the liner because it is gonna cover up a lot of this anyways. Yeah, that doesn't look good, like at all. Not in any sense of the word, but Let's just go in with the liner and hope for the best. I'm gonna use one of my Glam Vice Retro liners. This one is in Hot Pants. Look at that orange. It's so cool. I'm excited to put that on my face. These are water activated in case you've never seen me use these before. I just have a little dish of water in front of me. I'm gonna take this little eyeliner brush and just start adding in water until I get a good creamy consistency. It's hard for me to explain like what that consistency needs to be, and I feel like it honestly is a little bit of personal preference if you like it a little bit thicker or thinner. It's just been kind of trial and error until I figured out like kind of how I like the consistency to be. How many times can I say the word consistency? Ooh, this eyeshadow looks bad. Bad, bad, bad. Maybe I want to top it with something before we go in with this. Hold for a moment. All right, Colourpop Ritz Super Shock Shadow is about to save the day. It's basically just wetness. It looks so pretty, but it helps cover up any issues and makes things look a bit better. So that helped significantly. Let's create some liner now though, shall we? Something pretty exciting, if I do say so myself. It's really hard for me to talk while I do this, but I'm essentially just gonna draw a line across the bottom. Whew, I'm scared. And then draw a little bit of a wing out here. So far so good. And then we're just gonna connect, keeping my eye pretty closed because this is a very wet product. I don't want it to transfer. Oh, I'm sure I'm out of focus, but I can't look up to see. Hoping for the best. All right, this might be as good as I can get it right now. I might finesse it more when I'm able to look up, which I can't right now. I'm gonna do the other eye. I'll be back when I'm done. It's so awkward not being able to look at you. Hello, I'm back. Here's my look up close for you really quick, complete. I love how it came out. I think it's beautiful. I love that pop of neon liner. I know some people get annoyed when I wear big lashes because it like kind of covers things up, but I like that it's just like a pop behind my lashes. It's a little more subdued that way. And I also just love my big lashes. I can't help it. You can't stop me. The eye pencil I went with is just a nude one from Pixi. It's called, I don't even know, Eye Bright Liner. I didn't put any mascara on the lower lash line because again, I really wanted that lower lash line to stay nice and airy and bright. My lashes are Alter Ego from Bold Face Makeup. And on my lips, I did go with that Tower 28 gloss. It's called Magic. I love this. It feels very slick, almost like an oil, but not like super oily either. It also just does feel like a gloss, but it's not sticky. I love this. I've only used it twice so far, but I feel like this might become one of my favorite glosses ever. It's very much up my alley. I might have to pick up more shades in the future. I really like this texture. I tried to order the Raw Beauty Kristi palette, but the site is down as of right now. I guess I'll let you know if I end up being able to buy it or not, but it's not looking so good, but that's okay. I'm glad that swarms of people are trying to buy her palette. I'm really happy for her. Okay, let's finish this video. I really hope you guys liked this video. I had fun filming it. I think it came out really pretty. I'm gonna be content wearing this all day. I'm gonna go eat some lunch. Zane and I are gonna stream a little bit, then we're gonna go check out our future neighborhood with Morgan, and it's gonna be fun. Anyways, yeah, this is the look. It's very summery, very cute. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys continue to have a good week. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me an emoji that makes you think of summer. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's Beauty and follow me there. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Black Lives Matter is not over, of course. Please check the link in my bio for resources on how you can help. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.